welcome back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You know you like that.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Math Talk with Mr. Faison, and I'm Mr. Faison, or Mr. Faison, as long as you know. Today, we working on compound inequalities, right? Now, what I want y'all to understand about compound inequalities, what we're looking at is two inequalities put together. So what we have to do is we have to take those two inequalities, split them up, solve them, and then at the end, put them back together. So let me show y'all exactly what I mean. Let's look at problem number one. Problem number one tells me 22 is less than or equal to 6x minus 2 less than 4x plus 16. So like I said, we got to split them apart. So let's solve the first inequality. So the first inequality starts right here where the 22 is at. And it stops right before you get to the next inequality. So that's where we stop at. So that's the first one that we're going to solve. So we got 22 is less than or equal to 6x minus 2. First thing I see is this is 6x and it's negative 2. The negative 2 doesn't want to be over there with the 6x. He wants to be over there with the 22. So we have to move it mathematically to the other side of the inequality. Plus 2, plus 2. 22 plus 2 is 24. Less than or equal to 6x. Now we have the 6 and the x, right? We're solving for x. So we want to split that 6 and that x up. Right now they're saying 6 times x. We want to do the opposite. So we're going to divide it by 6, right? Like I said before, when you see the 6 and x that close to each other, it's like they're married. How do you split up a marriage? Divorce, right? The mathematical term for divorce in this situation is divide. So we're looking at 4 is less than or equal to x. So that's our first answer. Now we got to go back and we got to solve the other part. When solving this other part, we're going to start from right here to 16. And we're going to stop right before we get to this other inequality. All right? And we're going to just solve this part. So I'm looking at 6x minus 2 is less than or equal to 4x plus 16. Now, like we did in past inequality problems, we want to get all the x's on one side of the inequality and all the regular numbers on the other side of the inequality, right? So if I look here, I have a negative 2. I want to get over here with this positive 16, right? But I can't just move it over there. I have to move it mathematically because it's on the other side of the inequality. So I do the opposite. Plus 2, plus 2. So now I have 6x is less than or equal to 4x plus 18. Now what I want to do is I want to get the 4x over here with the 6x, right? Once again, I can't just move it. I have to move it mathematically. So I have to do the opposite. So it's saying positive 4. We're going to do minus 4. Minus 4. So now I have 2x is less than or equal to 18. Once again, I have this 2 times x. We have to split them up, right? So if they're saying 2 times x, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides. So that cancels out, divide by 2. So now we have x is less than 9. Now, like I said, what we had to do was we had to take a compound inequality, split it apart and solve it, and then put it back together at the end. And that's what we're about to do. So I have 4 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 9. And that's my answer. That's how I would write that. Problem number 2 is telling me 30 is greater than or equal to 5, in parentheses, x plus 14 is greater than 10. First thing I need to do in this compound inequality is split it up. So remember, we stopped right before we get to the second inequality. So we're going to solve this first. 30 is greater than or equal to 5, parentheses, x plus 4. All right? I can't do anything with the x plus 4, so I take this 5 and multiply by everything inside the parentheses. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 4 is a positive 20. Then you bring everything else down. All right? Now, we know the 20 wants to get over here with the 30. He wants to leave the x alone. He wants to leave that 5x alone. So we do the opposite. They're saying plus 20. We're going to subtract 20 on both sides. So now we have 10 is greater than or equal to 5x. Now we see we have 5 times x. We know we want to split them up because we want x to be by itself. So if they're saying 5 times x, we divide it. We do the opposite. 5, 5. That cancels out. And we're looking at 2 is greater than or equal to x. Cool. Now we have to solve the second part of the compound inequality. So I come here. And remember, so I start back here and I stop before I get to this inequality. So I'm looking at 5 parentheses x plus 4 than 10. Once again, we know we can't do anything with that x plus 4, so we have to multiply the 5 by everything inside the parentheses. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 4 is 20. Bring everything else down. All right? Once again, this 20 is trying to get away from the x, so we have to move it over here mathematically. Minus 20, minus 20. 5x is greater than or equal to negative 10. Once again, we have to split up the 5 and the x. We have to split them up. They're saying 5 times x, so we do the opposite. We divide. X is greater than or equal to negative 2. So once again, we split the compound inequality up, solved both of them, and now we got to put them back together. 2 is greater than or equal to x, which is greater than or equal to negative 2. See, I took that part and I put it together. I don't have to put 2 x's. You just put that 1 x, as long as you got everything else in there. And that's my answer. Hey, and that's compound inequalities with Mr. Faison, man. Hey, I'm gonna catch y'all next time. And y'all know, if y'all wanna find this, you go there. Holla at y'all.
God's plan.